Hello everybody, this is Angie. This is my channel about cross stitching. On Instagram I'm Bubmie, B-U-B-M-I-E. Today is World Cross Stitch Day, Friday, August 14th. I hope you're stitching today or tomorrow. I'd like to say hello to everyone. I haven't been here in a month. Kind of had a wedding in there. I'll tell you more about that later. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I have quite a few, and because I've passed 600, I have a giveaway to do today, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm got a few finishes, so let's get in. Let's start. First, we're going to start with whips. I've been doing a good amount of stitching. The first thing I'm going to show you is this that I'm going to make for my going to be daughter-in-law Shar. I haven't picked this up in a little bit, but I've gotten a long way since the last time I showed it. I think the last time I just had his beard and a little bit over here in the star. I haven't been really happy with the yellows that came in the kit, so I had to go find a new yellow. There's the three yellows. I had picked the lightest yellow, and I've been redoing the reds as well, and I think I found the next red I need for in here. So it's coming along. That's going to be my focus for September, I believe. And then yesterday I just needed to decompress a little bit, and so I pulled this one out. I'd like to say I will have this done by Christmas, but I know I won't. Not like maybe Christmas in a couple years. This is called Santa's House by the Tiny Modernist. I finished this little red house, and I worked on the snow and this tree right here. That's what I did. I enjoy working on this. I just haven't picked it up in a while. Because even though I have way too many whips, I keep starting new things, which you'll see. I was inspired by Pam, stitching between the lines, to work on Paula Vaughn. As you remember, I'm doing the July quilt with, I'm doing this with Becky the Obsessed Stitcher. And I pulled it out the other day and got going great guns on the swing. Yeah. So I got all of that right here done. I just had a little bit of green here, I think, the last time, and I got all of that done. So I was happy with that. I'm doing this on 32 count Lugana. It's very confetti heavy. Lots and lots of color changes. Lots. But I'm enjoying it. I love Paula Vaughn. And then one of my new starts the other day that was enabled by Pam and Steph, because they were talking about doing Christmas ornaments and Halloween ornaments, and so I got the new edition of the Just Cross Stitch Halloween, and I'm doing this one by Rona Nori. And I just thought, oh, that'd be a great stitch to take places or stitch in the car because it's just black. I've gotten pretty far on it. I went and got a pedicure the other day, and I was able to sit and stitch and just fill in because it's just all the black. And so I had the outlines done, and then I could just work on just filling in and working on the border. This one sits in my my Cubs bag by Diddly Daddly Designs as I watched the Cubs win again last night. Very exciting. Okay, and then I'm working on Stephanie Lindy Stitches Onward Noble Steed, and I'm using a different color green than what she called for. I am using Weeks Dye Works Bullfrog, and I'm going to turn him into a dragon. I'm going to put the yellow, what are those called? I don't even know what those are called. What are those yellow, like, spiky things? And then I think I'm going to put some tufts of smoke coming out by his nose and give him some nostrils. And this is just on a mint green Aida that I got at the thrift store, because I don't mind working on Aida. And then I've been working on a token for my friend, and I'm almost done and ready to pass it on. In fact, I got from Terry, I got her completed portion so that I could start on the next side. Oh, shoot. That stitch shouldn't be there, but I pulled my needle through. So here's where I'm at. I'm almost done. I just have to finish the flowers right here and this, right? Yes. I finished this flower, and there's a little more flower that goes over, and I have to put my initial right there. And something happened with my Y. I need to redo my Y. Very happy with this. And I've forgotten what the fabric's on. If I can find what it is, I don't know where my packaging went, I will post it below. So those are my whips. That is what I'm working on right now, what I've been working on. I have plenty of other whips, but I haven't touched them, so I can't show you. And poor Let Freedom Ring has been sitting over there languishing, and that's my goal, to get it done this year, so hopefully I can get cracking on that. How are your whips coming? Have you had startitis too? I've had a lot of startitis. I find myself pulling things out and going, oh, I want to start this. And then I look at all my whips going, no, dummy, you need to finish these other ones. So that reads into finishes. I finished this little piece when I was driving to Virginia to see my dad, to social distance on a mountain in the Blue Ridge Mountains, my dad. This was just a little kit that I got, and it came with 3. I think this might be the last one. I've shown the other ones. I'll have to find all 3 of them, and I can show them together. Came with the hoop, it came with everything. And then I finished this one. Wonder what the name of it is. I put the pattern away. Luminous Fiber. It's by Luminous Fiber Arts. I know that. And then I finished my very first Prairie Schooler Santa. I have many of them. Probably should have ironed this, but I finally finished one. Very excited about that. I don't know how I'm going to finish them. I need to just have a day where I sit and finish. I have a pile of finishes somewhere. And then I finished Lizzie Kate. I mucked up somewhere with the bottom. The bottom's mucked up. It's not exactly right. I think I added some stitches. I think I added stitches because I think it's got a humongous front door, because I can't count. And I just didn't write the word autumn up on top. But I'm really happy with this. Very happy with it. So that's what I finished. I have my haul. I have some funny haul. I needed some new needles, right? So I ordered from, I think this came from Fat Quarter Shop. I didn't have any old packages of needles hanging around so I could look to know what size needles I buy. and I don't have an LNS anymore. So I thought, oh, I'll just, you know, I'll just go online on there and buy. And I just was kind of looking. I'm like, those look good. Maybe I didn't have my reading glasses on. So I got them and I was like, whoa. So then I got to stop at Keepsakes on our way back from Virginia. My husband gave me 30 minutes. So I bought new needles. So for frame of reference, this is what I wanted. This is probably what size I used, 28, right? I bought 2 packages of needles. I bought 16, and I bought, what's it say, 18/22. I don't know what I'm gonna make with these. Like, I'm just cracking up. I am just cracking up. I might have to take up needlepoint to use those. I don't know, but it's kind of funny. All right, so I got my, I don't even know what month installment this was from Threads Entwined. I think that this is what I got. They were together. I could be totally off, but here's what I've got. Pinks and these beautiful reds. I have been very happy with getting these threads. I really, really have. But I've decided that I'm not going to do this. I'm not gonna keep up anymore with this club. Because then these threads are just sitting there and I look at them and they're pretty, but maybe, I don't know, I'm just not going to anymore. Then I could buy patterns from other stores too. I got this, I needed one thread. It was so funny. I needed one thread and I called Keepsakes and I'm like, a thread can't go alone in the mail. And so I ordered this. And then Lenny was so cute. She's like, well, I'm gonna pop the thread in the mail today in an envelope. So they didn't even travel together anyways, but I got this. So I'm hoping, I think I'd like to make this for November or sooner, and then I'll make that. That's my goal. So I got to, let's see, I'll show you what else I got in the mail first. So from 123 Stitch, I got Lindy Stitch's Uncle Sam's Rickshaw. I just love those bald eagles and those eagle babies. And then I got the thread pack for Sam and Liberty. The thread pack for Sam and Liberty. Sam and Liberty's over here. By Stitching with the Housewives. So at some point I'll do that. And I got, oh yeah, that's what I got in the mail. Is that it for mail? Yep, that's it for it's for my mail haul. I do have coming, and I don't know who it's coming from, but I'm getting the Mayflower sampler that's coming out by Brenda Gervais. It'll arrive sometime. So when I ran into Keepsakes, I got those needles. I got this by Hands On Design, stitch over 2, and it comes with the little pocket. And I think I got some, I needed some thread as I was stitching. I needed some thread, I think, to finish Autumn. This is like my favorite blue. It's Gentle Arts Dungarees. It's like one of my favorite blues. And I don't have a plan for it, but I just really like it. I think I might have a plan for it. I don't remember. But then while I was there, I want to do I think it's called Memorial Day. God Bless America. Is it, oh gosh, I don't want to butcher who it's from. I'll link it below. It's a flag quilt flowing in the breeze. Or different flag quilts. Anyways, it was hanging up. Doggone it. You guys are thinking, you know what? You're not helping any. We don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know where it is. But anyways, I saw it up there. Who was it by? It's either by Cathy Habermann. It's by Cathy Habermann. Right? No, Kitten Stitcher. It's by Kitten Stitcher. It's the clothesline. It's got something Americana. It says, God bless America, maybe? You know what I'm talking about, right? Please tell me. But anyways, I don't have the fabric for it. I have the pattern, but I don't have the fabric for it, and I have the sulky threads for it. So while I was there, it was hanging up, and I said to Stephanie, I want fabric for that. Can you make it happen? So she did. She got me, it's not the called for fabric, but she got me, it's called linen, the color stone. It's called Memorial Day, I was right. The fabric is linen and the color is stone. And I think it'll look great on this. It was close to what? And it's how many count? 28 count. This is where you all go, Angie, you're a dork. Get it together. Should have had my stuff all out and ready to go. Sorry. And then I went to the thrift shop. They had a whole bunch of these different issues of this book, the different years. And so I looked through all of them, $3.99. I looked through, and this was the one that I liked the best. And I got it. I think this is the best picture that it might have. Hang on, let me hide the pattern. It's kind of like And a Forest Grew. This is called Woodland Christmas. So I really like that. A Forest Grew is just a little too big for me until I get Let Freedom Ring. Then I could go from there. So I got that one. That's my haul. That's my haul of patterns. Well, no, I take that back. I got this one too for my son John, because this summer he passed his EMT basic and he got hired at a fire station. So I gotta get that done for Christmas. He didn't know I bought it for him. I got this book. I think because of the pandemic, I've had this need to buy magazines, to go to Barnes & Noble. I love to go to Barnes & Noble and buy magazines. And so it had this one in it. And I like that heart. And there were some other cute things in there. Look at that little coin purse. So there were just some, I mean, you know, I know how to cross stitch. I didn't need a book to teach me about cross stitch. But there were some cute patterns in there that I liked. Like this geometric elephant. Talks about framing. It talks about all kinds of things in there. This pillow was kind of cute. The different feathers. Oh, it had these huge tapestries, cross-stitch tapestries. Wouldn't that be kind of cool to do on a pegboard? Obviously, you don't use DMC. Look, they made a huge one to go hang over their bed. I just thought these were kind of cool. And look at this one over their couch. That would be a fun project, like a huge project, right? So there were just some cool little things in here. Oh, there were some bees in here. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? No. Yes, tomorrow is Save the Bees Day. Donna Ray. Stitch something with bee on it in honor of the bees and saving the bees. So when I finally got to go back into Barnes & Noble, I got this issue. It's the February issue of Cross Stitcher. This is one of my favorite magazines. See all these Post-its? These are all the things that I'm like so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember like this many things. But those of you who love Alice in Wonderland, there's a stitch along. Check that out. That was one of the things that I was like, and I'm not a huge Alice, and I can't say that I've watched all of Alice in Wonderland ever. Like, I've seen bits and pieces. But check out this little house and that little hat. But look at the scissor holder. It's a mitten. I thought that was really cool. For those of you who love coffee, look at those coffee pots. Wonder if do those transcend to kind of like teapots too? No. I don't do coffee, but I do tea. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh, they have this series. Look at this little, they have one for each month. I thought that was really cute. Okay, I'm not going to go through and show you all of these, but I will show you the Mad Hatter, the Alice in Wonderland thing. I cannot find, I need to go back, but I haven't found June. I found July, but here's, Pip Stitch is doing this series, and he's been posting his, and it's just so cute stitched. Look at Alice. Here's the rabbit with his timepiece. So it's kind of been fun going on a hunt for these. And here's Alice watching them go. So, yeah, I've gone a little crazy with the magazines, but it's been fun. All right, I Marie Kondo'd something. If you saw my thing on Instagram, I was working on this piece. Pam just finished it. I really like this piece, but I didn't have the called for fabric, which is 30 count straw linen from Weeks. So I had just picked out some Lugana because I like Lugana. I think it's nice to stitch on. I like the feel of the fabric in my hands. I busted my tuchus getting this stupid bunting to go across. I don't know how many times I ripped it off. And I started doing, and I'm not using, I was just using the DMC conversion. And I started here and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. I don't like how that looks. I don't like the colors. I just don't like it. And so I Marie Kondo'd it. Well, yep, I did. I put it down and said, pulled it, I put the rest of the stuff away, and I called Barbara at Keepsakes and I said, I want this fabric or something equivalent, and I want the called for threads, which are one Gentle Art and the rest are Classic Colorworks. And I'm gonna do it as is. I'm gonna probably change it and make it something else, but I Marie Kondo'd it. And you know what? I've heard of stitchers, I've heard you guys say that, you know, I just wasn't feeling a piece and I put it away, or I quit, or I gave it away, or sold it, or whatever. I've never done that. But you know what? Life's too short. And so I said, done. Okay, so while I was at Keepsakes, I knew that I had gotten to 600 subscribers. And so I got 2 of these. I got a second one for you. Could be you. So in the comments below, please be a subscriber. In the comments below, tell me your favorite stitched piece you've ever done. Which piece do you look at and go, I loved working on that, or that has a favorite memory for me, or I did this for my mom and, you know, she was so happy to get it, or something. You know, what is a piece that you've stitched that just brings you joy just thinking about it for whatever reason, because you liked stitching it, or you liked how it was finished, or who it was so special for who you gave it to. Okay? So don't, you know, be 18, be a subscriber. Don't say giveaway, that kind of thing, please. Please. Okay, so I have some thank yous. I have a thank you to all of you, because in my last video, I asked you please to pray that my son Ben's wedding would go off without a hitch, and that it would all be good and no one would get sick, and no one got sick. Thank you so much. Now we had a bridesmaid who had to drop out the week before because she's going to school, and her school said, if you leave, I think she was doing a hospital rotation. They're like, if you leave, you're done. It's very sad. But their wedding went off beautifully. Here is a little washed out. Here's one of their pictures. Here was Ben and I with, oh wait, here, maybe this way. Oh, way too washed out. You know, someday you're going to watch one of my videos and I'm going to know how to insert things. Today's not that day. The sun, oh wait, maybe go this way. Yeah, but it turned out wonderfully. The day was wonderful. It was all really good, and it was a beautiful wedding and reception, and we had fun, and nobody got sick, so that was awesome. Ben and Tori are they're in Phoenix right now, and Ben's working a COVID ICU. He says it's getting better there, so help me out and say a prayer that they stay safe and that they find their next assignments. Tori wasn't able to find an assignment this time. She's pediatric intensive care, so hopefully they want to keep traveling. I hope you're going to be able to see this. Thomas and Shar, remember I told you last time that they have that their home piece I did for them too. Can you see it on that, sitting on that shelf? There it is. It just pops on that shelf, but there's theirs. So that, I think, stitching related, is all that I have for you. I'm sure I'm going to keep starting new things. Hopefully I'll be finishing some things. And until then, I'm going back to school on Monday. We were going to start all in person and have Wednesdays that it's going to be remote, and then they changed that and we're all remote. And then they changed that again, and my students with intellectual and developmental disabilities, because learning remote is like really hard for them, harder than just learning, they're going to come in person. So 20 out of 25 of my students will be in person, and the rest will be remote. So I hope all of you will make sure you're always wearing your mask. This is what I'll look like on Monday. And I have a face shield, and my school district has been awesome about purchasing plexiglass barriers for us and shields and masks. I bought this mask. This is from Rafi Nova. I'll link it below so they could see my face, see my mouth. It is what it is. Wear your mask, wash your hands. I hope you're all well. Have a great day. Happy World Cross Stitch Day. Go stitch something. Bye.